Hey everybody, if you're wanting to absolutely crush your code, do well over 200% plus, and finish number one in your entire company, I'm really excited to introduce my good friend Travis, who did exactly that. Keep watching and enjoy. What's going on? Marcus Chan here, and I'm super pumped because I have my good friend Travis Whitman, who's been absolutely crushing it here to talk about his success. So before we dive into it, Travis, do you want to introduce yourself, share who you are and what you do?
Hi, my name's Travis Whitman. I work in the construction ERP space. I'm on the customer sales side. I started in sales. It's my first sales job in September of 2021.
Oh, dude, I love it. So, before you joined our program, what was the challenge or problem you were running into?
For me, I was trying to learn as much about sales as I could. I was, going every direction, looking on LinkedIn, watching YouTube videos, and I wanted to get into something that was more, streamlined. And so that's kind of, I wanted to propel myself. I know that if you put the work in, you're going to be successful. And so that's kind of what I wasn't struggling with anything. It was more along the lines that I wanted to get better at everything.
See, that's a mark of brilliance right there, is realizing I can always get better. Some people never get to that point. Some people just kind of stay stagnant. So good for you, man. I love that. So for you, you end up choosing our program. Why did you choose our program to over any of the program out there?
So I was following a couple different people, and the reason I chose you guys was because I connected with what your message was. And I've done some self-development in the past, and if you connect with what the message is, you're going to get a ton out of it. And I absolutely got a ton out of this.
Oh, I do. I appreciate that. So for you, was there anything particular in our program that was, really, really effective for you that you saw the most impact with?
Discovery. I mean, that getting past just the surface was a huge game changer for me. And really overall, the whole thing was just the fact that there was a module for everything. And so just being able to pick and really be able to go back and listen to it and just pick up, there's always things you can pick up every time I listen to it. So that's probably the biggest thing for me.
I love that. Yeah, that's a student in the game, right? Some people, I know for me personally, I can't watch something one time and internalize it. I got to watch 10 times. All right, now it makes sense. Now it's actually kind of clicking now. So I love that. So for you, about how long did it take for you to see any type of results?
Just about immediately. I mean, the biggest thing is you can watch stuff on YouTube. You can watch stuff on LinkedIn, but it's until you put it into action, nothing's going to change. And one of the biggest things was put it into action right now. It doesn't matter if you're not going to be great at it at first. Just do it and you'll get better.
I love that. So for you, what have been some of the proudest outcomes you got out of just executing and taking massive action?
Right now, through the first 5 months of the year, I am the #1 customer sales rep within the organization. I am ranked 4th globally of over 75 sellers.
Wow.
So we're not a small organization. So yeah. It's not like I'm number 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Dude, that's incredible, man. I love it. So, for you, I mean, about how long did it take for you to earn back your initial investment?
The second month. I mean,
not too shabby.
No. I mean, I knew I was going to earn it back regardless. And it's not just that I earned it back then, it's compounding. And I'm making more because I'm continuing to improve based off of just that initial, what I've done.
I love it, man. You're super set. And obviously, I love the sales results, and that's obviously incredible. Aside from that, what are some other proud outcomes you got out of the program, outside of obviously cool sales results?
I am blown away at my success. As long as this month goes right, which I have no question in my mind that it's not, I will be at quota for the year.
That's the end of June, right? I'm assuming your year ends at the end of December, right? Boom. I love it. #1, here we go.
Yeah, and it's not like I've had a great month and a down month and a great month or whatever. It's consistently been double every month, plus or minus a few percentage points. Getting a good morning routine and like
Mm,
just being not stressing. Like
yeah.
I'm not stressed. I know that I can control what I can control and block out all the other noise. I I'm not worried about, am I going to make that sale tomorrow? Trust the process,
Mm,
and it's all going to work out.
mm, mm. Those are wise words. I love that. Someone brilliant probably said something similar. So I love that. I love that. So where do you think? So let's just say if you hadn't taken action, where do you think your life would be if you hadn't taken action and joined our program?
I definitely would have been way more stressed because it's new, and I would have been probably going 15 different directions
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to get better at everything and not have a plan in place. I I'm sure I would have been semi-successful, but not to the degree that I'm where I'm at. I'm going to be hitting yearly quota 6 months into the year. I
Mm,
mean, I
I
can
love
guarantee you that wouldn't be the case if
that.
I hadn't joined the program.
Oh, I see that's a mark of a true winner, right? Because like at the end of the day, I know someone like you would get results anyways, but it's like how fast do you want to get and how much do you want to get? That's really the key. So if there was someone that was watching this that was on the fence about joining the program, what would you tell them?
So if you haven't spent any money in personal development in your life, you're missing out, because
Mhm.
every time I've done two different programs on a personal side and this, and it's paid back tenfold. And so you need to just jump in and do it, because it's going to not just affect you financially in a positive direction. It's going to help your mental health, and keeping a positive mindset is key.
I love that, man. I love that. So what if someone's watching this and like, oh, that sounds really cool, but I'm new in my role. I don't have the money to invest. What would you tell someone like that?
You can make more money. Like make it work. Like there's ways to make it work. Just make it work. I mean,
Mm,
that's just kind of my mindset. Is just I I didn't have the money in the bank either. I was like, I'm just going to do this because I know the results are going to be there. So,
mm, mm.
and
I love that.
commit to it, because
That's it.
part of it for me is, there's a financial investment tied to this program. So it's it's more likely that I'm going to do it because I have to pay for it.
That's
That's
right.
just my way of looking at it. If it's things are free, you may or may not put as much time into it as you would if you paid for it.
That's exactly right, man. I see people that buy the little cheap programs and they never even open it. They never go in. They never take action, right? So you're spot on, man. So anything else you want to share before we wrap up?
You are an amazing coach. I appreciate the times that we can get on the calls weekly, and just I gain something out of not just the stuff in the program, but just the calls and just listening to them. So thank you so much for what you do.
I appreciate it, brother. Thanks so much for being on.
Awesome. Thank
Cool.
you.
So there you have it. If you are interested in results just like Travis, and you're absolutely crushing it, absolutely dominating, finishing #1, go ahead and click the link below, see if we can help you do the exact same as well. Thank you so much for watching.